in case you guys want to know, if you ever seen my 50 Shades of Grey page 1 review, it's because you can't really hear anything. It's because my parents were home and I was doing it in my game room. There was no door, so there's no real ceiling of sound. And I didn't know if they were going to complain to me saying, "Who am I talking to?" or anything like that. But to be honest, guys, I want to clarify what I said in that video. I thought it was ridiculous. They had some of the worst grammar I've ever seen. And there's one line I can't stop thinking about. I have been volunteered. That doesn't make any sense. I actually said in the video that that it's like Gil James was trying to combine two sentences. Like, I have been forced to interview him, or I have been volunteered to interview him. Called her a fucking idiot. Was surprised she went to college, and I was thinking that just scared the shit out of me. Told you guys I didn't see the movie, and I didn't want to. I saw Kingsman instead, and I thought that was pretty fun. Also, I thought, what is wrong with my generation? Because, you know, this is a bestseller, even though it's one of the worst written things I've ever seen, and now it's just the first page. Yeah, I shouldn't say worst things I ever read. Maybe it was just a terrible introduction to that, which just wasn't all that promising. And you guys, I wasn't hyped for the movie at all. I did not want to see it because I thought, oh, great. Yeah, I didn't see it. My sister saw it. She loved it. She loves the books. It's her favorite books trilogy of all time. She owns them all. It's ridiculous. And guys, I actually want to tell you something. There's actually a movie. I also want to review another movie. It's called Secretary. If you guys don't know what that movie is, this is a movie that's getting that 50 Shades of Grey is being very negatively compared to this movie. And this movie is actually, and Secretary is actually good. Directed by Steven Shainberg, written by Aaron Crescendo Wilson, starring Maggie Gyllenhaal and James Spader. Now, the movie is about this young woman who's troubled. Like, she recently just got out of, she's recently been released from a mental institution because she has this thing that she finds a lot of pleasure in hurting herself. Yeah, I know, it's kind of weird. But, she, it's kind of screwed up a little bit. Her family's a bit of a mess. I'm just in the camera. And, she takes typing classes, she does great in it, and she decides to apply for a job as a secretary for a lawyer named, god damn, what's his first name? I don't know, but his last name is, get this, Gray. That's right. Who wants to bet Gil James stole from that? The book was published in 2012, so it's probably obvious. And it's kind of the same thing. Like, the boss starts kind of humiliating her, and it gets like this beat, and it starts leading to like some kind of a weird connection through BDSM. And now this is, I even think like, okay, so it's like 50 Shades of Grey. Well, not really from what I've heard in reviews, because because of what I heard, 50 Shades of Grey doesn't really explore BDSM. It glorifies it. It just makes it good, even though it's actually just really bad. It's very abusive, and it's nothing I like to call appropriate. People can do whatever they want in sex. I don't give a shit, but to be honest, I don't think that's a good idea. It's kind of vomit-inducing, I guess. I have no idea. I'm just thinking of something else. But what Secretary does is that it explores the psychology of it, like how the characters think of it, like how they react to it, how it fits them. You know what I'm saying? Like it explores BDSM and treats it with respect. It's very unique how it treats sadomasochism. And actually, it's pretty intriguing, but also, it treats it in a more comedic way. And actually, that's what adds such a unique charm and sexiness to it. Which is kind of weird, because I heard 50 Shades of Grey wasn't really sexy at all. That's sad. Talk about disappointing your fan base, assholes. Not seeing the sequels. I saw a teaser for that. Still, hell no. I was, also, there were some things I heard about it, such as like Anastasia Steele. That's a porn star name. No one is named that unless her mother was a hooker who just gave her a name because she thought, oh, she's gonna grow up to be a stripper. That's the best thing. That's the best explanation I can get that. And I heard that Dakota Johnson and Jamie Dornan had no chemistry. Maggie Gyllenhaal and James Bay are just fantastic together. Even in the more awkward scenes, they don't feel awkward to us, just to them, and that's really a good idea. Like, the movie is very oddball, and it kind of almost reminds me of stuff like production design almost reminds me a bit of Wes Anderson sometimes. That's pretty cool. Also, it's just pretty weird sometimes. It's just very quirky, such as like the social awkwardness for Maggie Gyllenhaal's character, who actually has an actual name. I forgot her name. Although, to be honest, it's an actual name, not a porn star name. And James Spader is good. I mean, James Spader's pretty good in the movie. He's pretty. You can say he's a guy who's controlling, and he is a guy who can act normal sometimes. Yet he has that weird look in his face, but yet he doesn't give off a bad performance. He and Gyllenhaal are good. Gyllenhaal especially is the best part. She's fantastic. She got a Golden Globe nod for it. That's how good she is. And also the characters do develop, actually. Like how they act, like how like the relationship between each other, how it changes. And it's pretty interesting, actually. It actually was a pretty interesting movie to watch sometimes. Also, like the family's very, like, Maggie Gyllenhaal's family's pretty dysfunctional, but there are some pretty serious moments, but they came at the right times. And there are times where it was even funny. This movie's actually really funny. I actually laughed several times, especially when it came to all the kinkiness involved. It was just entertaining throughout, and it was also well written. So not only exploring it, BDSM, and treating it with respect, they also did it in a way that you kind of understand the characters, why they're why they have such a unique affliction with it. It really is understandable, and to be honest, I really found it kind of I found it somewhat like you actually stick around watching rather than just say, "Oh God, I gotta get the hell out of here." If you guys want to see 50 Shades of Grey, watch this. It's a very well done movie. It's funny. It's well, the ending might offset some of you because of the choice she makes. I don't want to spoil anything, but to be honest, the ending might be something. But I don't know. It's your opinion, guys. It's not mine. It's not everyone's. That's what I meant. I liked the movie. It was very funny. Maggie Gyllenhaal's great. And it really explored BDSM and treated with respect. Also, it was pretty sexy. I mean, seriously, that's pretty cool. That's actually giving it credit. If you guys want any more videos, subscribe to my channel, and hope for more and expect videos sometime.